Hello, guys. I hope you are doing well. This is still chardelobambi and Mr. David. Last time we spoke about many things. We spoke about the work. We spoke about the scholarships, studies in general. And for those who didn't watch that video, I'll put the link so that you can go to watch those videos. There are opportunities actually in Poland for studies for the full scholarship and the partial scholarship, also self-funded. It's so cheap. Okay, Mr. Davis spoke about that last time, and he also told us about the work. There is a great opportunity for people who want to work in Poland. So there's a video for that. I put the links there. You can go and watch that. Okay, today we're going to talk about the visa process. Okay, visa procedure. Since Mr. David has this experience, based on also many people that he helped, he's going to tell us so that you can have a general point of view, okay, general idea about that. Okay, hi, Mr. David, how are you doing today?
Hello, Mr. Cardo. Nice to have you here now.
Nice to see you again. I know it's freezing over there.
Yeah, sure. But we are used.
Yeah, you're used to that. Okay, so today, as I said, we're going to talk about the visa procedure after receiving the documents, whether it's a work visa or the study visa. So I'm gonna ask you some questions here. Those questions, I got them from the applicant. The first one is about, like, what are the procedures after receiving the work document from DHL? Since you said we will send them through DHL. So after that, what's happened?
Okay. The number one, when you receive a document from the DHL, you need to check if all documents that required from us is complete. This is the number one procedure. You have to double check again. Then number two, you need to organize your documents that are requested by the embassy, like which is on the list that we are going to share, because it's a quite long document that people have to gather. But the most crucial document, the people have to based on is about the bank statement for people who are on self-support, 100%. Then people who have scholarship of 50%, like the partial scholarship, they need to check about their bank statement because it's not the same amount. For example, if the bank statement for self-support is a 10,000 euro and above, for partial scholarship, it might be around 6,000, 7,000. Then for the full funded scholarship, might be little low, just to show about that you are able to cover to your travel expenses, which is about around 3,000, 4,000 euro. And then number three. That's number three. Number three is to check all the documents required from your side. If they are already with you and properly organized. This is number two. Number three. Then number four is to keep in mind about the appointment date. You need to know about the appointment date. That's number four. Then during these procedures, we are going to keep in touch with the client. That's what I can say. During this procedure, like when you're applying for the visa, we're going to keep in touch because there are different scenarios whereby this embassy, what this embassy is requiring is different with this embassy in this country. For example, people who are applying from China, there is a certain documents they are required, which is not the same as someone who's applying from Africa. So we are going to keep in touch with the client while they're applying for the visa. So this is what I can say.
Okay, yes, exactly. We'll still be there to assist them. They don't need to worry about that. That's great,
That's not
since you have experience about that.
Mm, mm.
Okay, that's great then. So, how long does it take to finish with the procedure at the embassy, like after providing
But
everything?
after providing everything, for example, in China, people applying from China, it takes around 15 days, 15 working days to get a feedback. People applying from Africa, for example, even in Africa, it's different. For example, people applying for the embassy around Angola, the East and Central Africa, Angola, Kenya, Tanzania, the waiting time is around 3 working days to 7 working days. While in West Africa, like maybe Nigeria, it might take also around 15 days and maximum 3 weeks. Because why? Nigeria, it takes a long time. Nigeria, there are a lot of countries that apply through that embassy. So the workload of that embassy is high. So sometimes if they are fast, it's 15 days. The maximum days is up to even 3 weeks while waiting for the feedback.
Okay, okay, I see then. That's so fast then in the Central Africa.
Yes, Central Africans can take around 3 days, even 3 days when you submit today, let's say today, Monday, then Wednesday, you go to pick the feedback or Thursday.
I see.
This is how it has been working even up to now. But the maximum days is 7 days, a week.
Okay, that's great then. Then the next question will be like how much does it cost for the whole procedure? Like, of course, based on your experience or other people's that you already guided.
When you talk about whole procedure, do you include even the cost of the service charges or only for the visa time, visa process?
Yes, I mean for the visa process actually. Like if
For the
the
visa
embassy
process,
will ask about something, like there's a let's say the document fees or what, I don't know, or maybe medical checkups. I don't like. Okay, let's
okay.
talk about your experience actually.
Okay. For the embassy, they will ask you, of course, the visa service fee, which is common 60 euro.
Mm-hmm.
Then another cost when for the student, after the time you're going to collect your visa, you need to legalize your document. This will take up to between 100 euro to 150 euro. It depends on the pages that you are legalizing because you need a stamp from the embassy also to legalize your diploma and the transcript, diploma certificate and transcript. So we take 60 euro plus you add ranging between 100 to 150 euro. Then for the medical checkup, if I remember, they don't ask this for the medical checkup. They do not ask this. So another cost which may arise is about, I think it is these two main costs, but the visa fee and also the legalization fee.
Okay. The visa fee is just 60 euro. It doesn't cost actually.
Yeah, 60 euro.
It
60
doesn't
euro.
cost. Yeah, that's so cheap. Yeah, I think then there's no problem. There's no problem about that since to legalize the documents, I think this is normal. That's not even the visa procedure. I think after graduating from the university, everybody should do that.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think everybody have that. Okay, so the next question is there any interview?
Yes, for people applying for embassy from Africa, Poland or Polish embassy from Africa, the whole embassies, they make interview, which is different from people applying from China. From China, there is no interview. But in some scenario, if the embassy want to make an interview with you, they will email to you. But generally, from people applying from China, there is no interview. You just submit your document through the visa centers in different cities. Then they will collect it to the embassy. Then when they're replying you, they reply also through the visa center. You collect your passport with the visa from the visa center. But people applying from Africa, they must do an interview. Of course, it's a must.
Okay. So what happened to the interview? Can you tell us a little bit, like what type of questions? What do they want actually?
Common number one, when they are making an interview with you, they want to first check your eye contact. So people who are doing interview, first of all, you must be attentive and you must calm down and you must face straight to the consul or the person who's asking questions, and you should remove fear, the face of fear or anxiety in your. You should put that away. Show confidence, and you must be sharp. This is what they want to hear from you, because they read your eye contact. I mean your body language. They focus on your body language. If you're hiding something, they can recognize it from your body language. So you must be confident with you, and you have to make your face very up and open. And number two, they will check about your English capacity. Do you understand the question that you're being asked? How do you respond it? You have to be sharp. For example, if they ask you a question, you do not make the consular to repeat the question more than 5 times. You must make sure that you understand him from the first time, and you respond very fast. You respond what you are being asked. You do not talk much. You wait, they ask you a question, then you respond the question. Avoid to talk much, because when you talk much, you can be trapped in your too much words. So you wait, they ask you a question, you respond exactly what you have been asked. And you respond in a clear, understandable English. That's what they do. And the third thing, they want to know if you're going to study. For example, they will ask you, oh, how did you know about this school? At least you must show them that you have made your own research about the school. How? They will ask you, how did you know about this school? You have to show them that you have made your own research. They will ask you, what major are you going to study? If it is international business, you must tell them. They must ask you a definition, one definition. Any definition about any subject in international business, you must be able to reply them any kind of question relating to the course that you are going to study. Mostly, they for people who are applying for bachelor studies, they always ask them like a mathematical question to check, okay, is this guy really going to study? And another thing, they will ask you about history, about Poland, for example. What do you know about Poland? You must show the interest that, okay, you have read and you have understood where you're going to study, the country you're going to study from. You must show that interest, that you have made a deep research about the country you're going to study from. And another question they may ask you is about, for example, people who are doing business. They will ask you some knowledge, common sense question, like what is the GPA of this country, Poland? What is the GPA of your country? Some common knowledge to understand that you are a student. To the people who are going to work, they will ask you the city we are going to work from, the name of the company you're going to work with, your employee, your position you're going to. What is your position? You must be able to answer all those questions. There's no hard question they ask. Mm-hmm. They always ask common sense questions. And then you must be able to answer such kind of questions.
Yeah.
And
True.
another thing you have to, for the student, there is a common question they always ask: after your studies, what are you going to do? You must show them that you really are coming to Poland. Then after your studies, you must show a bigger plan about after your studies. You have to show that there is a why, there is a reason why, there is a purpose. And your purpose should be not limited from Poland. You should show them after your studies, you are planning to take the knowledge to your country. They will ask you, why can't you study this kind of course from your country? You have to be able to defend that. You have to defend that such question by saying that you want to study this course in this country because maybe the education standard is higher. Then you want to have experience to exchange with different type of culture. So different things that you need to acquire experience. Then you can take such advanced education and ideas and to apply it to your country. So you must show that there is something which is different and which is more needed in your society, for example, from Africa.
Okay,
yes,
that's great then. But would they understand if some people don't really understand English, like they don't really speak English, since in some universities they still have one semester preparation for the language, right? So I think the embassy also might know about that. Like the person is going to study in Polish language, not in English.
Yes.
So,
people are going to study in Polish language. They can understand, but it is always be able to express yourself.
Yeah.
Communication. You have to have that basic knowledge of communication, because they will know, okay, how are you going to survive on the first days when you arrived in Poland, whereby you do not know Polish and if you do not know English, how are you going to survive? This is a common knowledge they may ask, they may think. So you must show them, although you do not know Polish, at least you know English. Then you can survive in the first days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's great then. Okay, I think that's not a problem also, because I've made a video to show people how to learn English fastly, because, this is a big project. If you are applying for studies or work in Poland, you should take English very seriously. So you need to go back.
I can give an idea to people who are not highly advanced in English.
Okay.
The secret they can use. Yeah, the secret they can use. Don't try to explain yourself in too much word.
Yeah.
Calm down. Wait for a question. Yeah. Answer exactly the question. Do not try to defend yourself. Do not try to talk too much, because through talking too much, that's when they can understand your English. So
I think people got that advice. They have to be careful about that. Although you can speak well, then that's no problem. Yeah. But if you still have a low level, I think you just need to answer to the question, and that's all. Don't give too much details.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. David, I have another question. The question is about what shouldn't we do to prevent the visa refusal from the embassy? Now, which things should we avoid during the process of the visa?
Avoid any mistake, like if the requirements say present this and you do opposite, do not try to gamble, to make gambling in the visa application. There's no gambling in the visa application. Okay. You must provide exactly what they are asking. The reason why this, first of all, if you provide what exactly they're asking, it will make the consul to make a decision very fast,
Okay.
with no trouble. You make the work of the consular very easier. And number two, when you provide exactly what they are asking, in case they reject you, your appeal you will be very strong, because you will be standing in a good position. You will make an appealment which says that, okay, I have provided this and this and this according to your requirement. Where is the problem?
Mm-hmm.
Then if they revise again, then they will give you a visa. So avoid some mistakes, small mistake of doing things on your way. Do the things exactly how they are asking you to do. This is what I can do in a short answer.
I can also add something. I know we African, we have such a behavior that sometimes, the requirement says this, but we have to say like, okay, I don't have that, but let me just go. I will explain. Like when I get there, I will explain myself. Maybe they can, take me. Like, since people, it's not bad to believe in God. It's not bad. That's something that I encourage people. But some people will take, God everywhere. Even where they say you should present this, they say God will provide that. No, you need to present the document that the embassy require so that you avoid, rejection. That's what I can add. You're right then. And then my next question would be, can you tell us about, the 30,000 euro requirement for the traveling insurance? Many people have been asking me about that. Like, should I have that amount in my bank account or what? Now, based on your experience, what's happened to that?
No, the 30,000 euro, it's a coverage. Your insurance should have the value of that amount. Okay. It doesn't mean that you have this amount in your account. No, your insurance must be able to cover such amount. When you have an accident, when you're traveling to Europe, then your insurance must have that value up to the 30,000 euro. Actually, when you're going to the insurance company and you tell them that I need an insurance and I'm traveling to Europe and it must have 30,000 euro as a coverage, they will understand what you're saying, what you need. Most companies, insurance companies, they know about this.
Okay, so let's say in China, if you have to buy this insurance, like how much can you spend to buy that?
For example, people who are applying from China, they need to pay around 1,000 yuan to buy this insurance.
Okay.
In China, they ask you to buy it, which is different with Africa. Some African countries, in some African countries, also it's like China, from people who are applying from Nigeria. Nigeria, they ask you to buy it also. But for example, up to now, people applying from the Tanzanian embassy, Poland embassy in Tanzania, they don't ask them to buy such insurance. You can make a reservation. So we need to. It will depend on the country where the student or a person, a client or work is going to apply from the visa. We are going to check, does this embassy need to buy it, or we can make a reservation. Then we will follow according to their rules.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. So what about the Angola one, the Polish embassy in Angola?
We need to double check about this.
Oh yeah, okay. So I think everything should be checked to the embassy, so that people can get the right information. Since all the embassies might be different, may have different requirements. Yeah.
Yes.
Great then. So I think we don't need to be afraid of the 30,000. It's not like cash you should have or amount you should provide in your bank account. It's just a coverage, right? Yes. It's like a plan. Yeah. So you go to the insurance company, and then you can ask about that. Almost it's for the Schengen visa for all the countries in Schengen, European Union.
Yeah, for the Schengen, it's for the Schengen visa.
Yes. Yeah, so I think people might know about that. It's not like an amount you should have. But
Mm.
David, can you tell me, in general, if somebody is applying for the full, like the person got the full scholarship, like how
Mhm.
much does it have, in the bank account so that you can avoid also rejection?
Full scholarship, for example, people who have 100% tuition fee scholarship,
Yeah.
they should have around 5,000 or 4,000 euro.
Mhm.
But people who have a full scholarship, like tuition fee free, accommodation is free, and they are given a stipend allowance, monthly allowance, they should, if they, let's say, their only expenses is the ticket, flight ticket. Let's say if the flight ticket is around 1,000 euro, and you should show at least a bank statement of 4,000 euro that, okay, you are able to, you have some money with you while you're traveling to Poland, you know.
Yeah.
And when you arrive to Poland, immediately the first day, they will not give you the allowance. You
Mhm.
must show that you are going to be able to pay
Survive before the. Mm.
by yourself.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are
That's
not
good.
going to be a high volume of money amount as someone who's going to cover everything by himself.
Yeah. So
Mm.
what about the work? The one that have accommodation, insurance,
So the work is the same as someone who has a full scholarship too. You
yeah.
should provide something, a bank statement of 4,000 euro.
Yeah. 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 I see that. But all those requirements, David, where should we get that?
Requirement, we are going to, when the student apply, when the students are talking to us, we are going to share the requirements. We can share the link of the embassy to their inboxes when we are chatting. We can share the link, or you can pin the link of the. But we cannot pin the link of all the embassies. It's better to know, okay, where the client reside. Then we are going to check according to where the person is applying from. Then we share requirement according to the location where the client is.
Okay, so that means everything is online. So they can also
Yes.
search about that, or we
Yeah,
can also help them.
we can help them to find through the embassy website. Then they can read. Then where they have a question, they can ask us. Then we can reply them.
Sure, sure. That's no problem. I think the guidance, they will have it for free. We'll still be
Yes.
there to guide them from A to Z. No problem for
Yes.
that. David is there. I'm also here. I think you are not alone then. Okay, so do you
Yes.
have anything to add? Because I think that was all about the questions that I got from the applicants. I don't know if you have
Yeah.
something more to add.
I think everything is clear now.
Okay,
Yes.
that's great then.
Maybe.
Yo,
Yeah.
guys, I hope you got everything. Mhm.
Yeah. If we are going to receive questions, if there is other question arises while we are interacting with the client, they are free to ask. But by now, I think all is fine. It's clear.
Exactly. I think everything's clear, and I also think those who ask those questions, they also got the answer. But if you have more questions, feel free to ask. You got our email, or you can comment on this YouTube channel. We will still be
Yes.
there to answer. Okay. So for those who didn't subscribe yet, I invite you to do that so that you don't miss any other videos in the future. Okay. Thank
Yes.
you very much for watching. Thank you, David. Uh,
Thank you.
I hope to talk to you soon about the business, like those who
Sure.
want to invest in Poland or they want to open a company over there.
Thank you, Mr. Cardo.
Yeah, I'll see you, man. Thank you.